Hey, what's up guys? Lago here. Today we're going to be looking at the Goku 40th anniversary and dragon figure from SH Figuarts. Here we have the packaging, beautiful packaging reminiscent of the first manga cover panel. And then we have the back with the figure again doing the same pose as the original illustration. We have a nice slip cover. You just slide it right off and you have the SH Figuarts packaging with the figure inside. You have a lot of different face plates in here with this tiny little figure, but don't let that fool you. This figure packs a punch. So once you open it, you have the clamshell with the dragon at the bottom, as well as a 40th anniversary base, which we'll look at in a little bit. So now let's look at what's inside. Inside, you're going to find a variety of different accessories, including a bunch of different sets of hands, Niobo power pole, 3 different faceplates, 4 if you're including the one on the figure, as well as a different hair sculpt. Now let's get into articulation. We have the head that moves down and up about that much. You have a little ball joint. It goes all the way up. You can see Goku goes all the way down. And then just very similar to the Daima minifigures. So you're going to have articulation. If you're used to those, it's similar to that. It's a little different, but it's a lot like those. So we have that single jointed elbow, but that can rotate as well and can bend in and out just like that. And you could bend that elbow inward and outward if you want to break his arm or something. But you have a nice little range there. We have the wrist that can rotate, go up and down. Nice rotation there with the power pole. And then we also have this side over here. The shoulder is getting some time to get used to it. You got to rotate it a little bit because you have that butterfly joint in there. And then you have the elbow in there as well. So great articulation for such a small little figure. And I really want to just emphasize this neck. You got a separate neck joint that can help with the figure itself. We have these senzu beans here that can be popped off. It's a soft rubbery plastic there. And we have rotation at the belt. So you can move it with the wind or whatnot. So then we have here the abdomen area that can bend about that much and go back just a bit. We get some gappage going on, but oh, that fell. Let's try that again. We have some soft stuff here. We have some soft plastics in here, so you can again use that leg and bend it a little bit more with those soft rubbery parts at the bottom. We have the single jointed knee, and we also have a rotation at the ankle going up and down with his little slippers. I love these little slippers. It's just so old school, Dragon Ball here. And again, this is an interesting take on Goku because he never really wears this. He only wore this in that manga cover for the first graphic novel, I guess you could say, the first manga. So that popped out. But this Goku's figure, I think you're going to be seeing it repainted here and there. And we're forgetting the tail. Let's put that tail in there. So you could pop that tail right in there. And then you can rotate, helicopter it if you want. It'd be cool to have a little scene with Goku holding someone kind of like Tails with the helicopter tail. Let's look at the accessories. First off, we're going to look at this thing right here, which is the power pole holder. Okay, so to put that in, you have to remove the head, and then you can pop the head back on. You just slip it in there, and it fits nice and snug. It's just like you thought it would be. You can move it around a little bit. Again, it's a softer plastic, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. Then we have these right over here. This is from a original illustration by Akira Toriyama. One of his illustration books, or one of his images that he drew. You have Goku with these weapons over here, and to just put them on, you have a lid. Everything's very small. You have this little part at the bottom. You got to pop it off, and then you slip it right into the hand with the hole in it, so you can put that in there. So again, you just pop that off, and then you can put it in there and plug it back in. So fairly easy, very clean looking. It's nothing that looks chunky or anything. It looks perfectly scaled, and I think they did a wonderful job here. So it looks really cool. He doesn't use these really in the anime or the manga, but it's from that picture. Then you also have, of course, Grandpa Gohan's 4-star Dragon Ball. It's hard to get it in the light, but there are 4 stars in there, and it's one of the smaller Dragon Balls. Again, he used this, or he had it in his house. And then you can't forget about the dragon. So this is a early look at a dragon. I'm not sure if it is Shenron. I don't know if there's that information out there. It's kind of just from that illustration again. So that first manga illustration from Goku. So you have rotation at the head, so it can move with the head. And what's really cool about it is to put Goku on, all you got to do is remove this piece right over here. Okay, you can see it could easily come off. And then you put the plastic harness piece, and this is how Goku's going to sit in there. So you stick that in, it's nice and clear, so it's not going to, look different or look off when you put it on there. And to put Goku on, you got to get this bottom part over here. Again, that's soft, rubbery plastic, and you just clip it on, and it clips on really easily. This is the great engineering, honestly. Like this, like you would think it would fall off or something, but they did such a great job. Now let's look at faceplates. So this is one of the faceplates that I like the most. It's kind of like menacing. And then you have kind of the angry faceplate. He's about to go into battle. He looks a little mad. And I feel like these things really, really capture the artwork for Akira Toriyama early Dragon Ball, especially this one. This is the original. And then it comes with another set of hair. So if you're wondering what the hair is for, this is kind of weird. I don't know why they did this. They have two different types of hairs. Okay, one's a little bit more three-dimensional, one's a little bit more flat. But you cannot use them on all the faceplates. The one that's three-dimensional, you can only really use for one of the faceplates. So you can see once I take out the bangs that the pegs are a little different. There's like a wider peg at the top center, and there's a smaller peg at the top center. You can see right there. And that makes it so only this faceplate can be used for that three-dimensional hairstyle. And that three-dimensional hairstyle has this really cool expressive face, but you can't really use it on the other hairstyles, and you can't use the other faceplates on this one. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. So let's have some fun. Here we have the book, and there's the illustration I was talking about. Boom, right there you have the pose from the book, and you get that beautiful artwork in the background. I love that book. I got that book a long time ago in Spain, and it's one of my favorite books. All the beautiful animation, or illustrations in this case. One of the reasons why I want to buy two of these is for this faceplate. I want to use this for the Saiyan Armor Vegeta body. I think it looks so menacing, like he's up to no good. And then we have Goku on the dragon with the Dragon Ball in hand. And he's like shocked. He's looking at the Dragon Ball right there. He can't believe he has it, or he's on top of a dragon. That's kind of weird, right? So now let's set the scene. I wanted to put this figure in a diorama, and decided to look for a diorama I had. This one is one that I would use for my display. And I wanted to see what I can do with Bulma if she saw Goku in this outfit. So here we have Bulma kind of shocked, and Goku hitting the motorcycle with the power pole. So for the power pole, I use the Super Saiyan Daima Goku power pole. And then I also use the Super Saiyan Daima Goku fists, because the ones that are on this figure do not let this power pole go through, because this power pole is a little bit thicker than the one that comes with this figure. I also added some red lights in the back just to give it a little bit more of that warm color to it, and I think it came out pretty cool. It's the what if. So my final thoughts. I think this is a amazing figure. Gonna be in the figure of the year for sure. I love this figure. My first Dragon Ball figure was this early Goku, and this captures that look, but 10 times, 100 times better. I love the chubby, chibi vibe, and I can't wait to put it in my collection. And here we have the legendary kid, Goku, the Dragon Ball version. But I'm displaying him here with the Daima Goku, so you could see how he looks with the Daima Goku. Completely different style. They share some aspects of the same body. And up top, I have the Super Saiyan Daima Goku, which uses the original Daima body, but you could see all three Gokus. Now let's go on to a bonus. This bonus, I wanted to show you guys the Kid Goku from the SHF compared to the original Kid Goku I had when I was a kid. Well, I still have it. I rebought it. But I remember picking this up at KB Toys, and I used to use it as a Krillin because the hair could come off. So I would use it as a Goku and a Krillin. Hard times, people. Hard times. I would double use it. So it's really awesome to have this Goku to go, this modernized Goku to go with my old Goku. And I still love this old Goku, but imagine just putting it in this package. I might buy another one just to put it in the package like an updated version. There it goes into the Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Daima section of the collection. And we have the 40th anniversary Goku and Dragon added to the collection. You can get this at New York Comic Con and overseas. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And until next time, thanks for visiting Lagoland. Peace out. Except I forgot one last thing, which is the booklet that it comes with. So this booklet, if you look inside, it comes with some directions, and it's all in Japanese in this case, but it goes through the sculpt and the artist and the sculptors, as well as the photographer that was part of the production of this piece. All right, for real. Bye now. Peace.